Hey everybody. So as you kind of saw there, when the vent came to me, it was in pretty rough shape. I did not start recording until it was already taken apart, so I guess we're going to start the video off me making a new runner here. After using a dowel saw to rough cut out each hole there, I went back with a chisel to kind of clean it up and make everything a little more uniform. Nobody ever talks about how awkward these voiceover things are, but oh well. Here you can see me going back and fixing all of the broken runners. I had to completely remake one. 5 more were broken and needed repair, and the other 16 of them just needed to be cleaned up a little bit. And like every woodworking project, lots and lots of sanding. I ended up not recording it all because it got a little bit repetitive, but you get the general idea. Each side needed to be sanded and taking all the old finish off. Decided to bring out some cool camera tools I have. After everything was sanded and new strips were cut, this is me going back and fixing the 5 broken runners. Just gluing on a little replacement part, just trying to get it roughly in the right spot. And coming up here, you'll see I'll go back and actually finish cut them so that they're all uniform and match the other slots. Alright, so this is one of many mistakes I made on this project. I never should have attempted to pin nail them with an air gun. I should have just stuck to hammer and nail. But I learned that, unfortunately, it took me a little while before I switched over to a different method, but I went back and fixed my dumb mistakes, so... So the second go around I was a little bit smarter and stuck to just using glue to kind of temporarily hold it in place and clamped it there, and once it was dried I took the clamps off and came back with some hammer and a nail. Here I am just removing the strips. I just temporarily had those in to kind of help hold the final side while I attached it there. But another mistake I made, I did not pre-seal this runners, so here I am having to go back and seal it after it's already assembled. So flipped it upside down and put a coat of sealant on that and waited a little bit for it to dry, flipped it over and put another coat on the top there. Once that was all dried, I finished the final assembly, and you'll see that coming up. Once all the strips were in and dried, had to go back and cut off all the excess. It's starting to kind of finally take its final form here. Just cut all these off square. And now we're back to sanding. Thankfully this is the final sanding happening here, so once I end up finishing with this, we are finally good to go and we can put the final coat of stain on the top. For me, this is always the funnest part because this is where you get to finally see everything come together and it takes its final look and appearance, and just a fun time to finally see it in this shape. Once the staining's done and had a chance to dry, final step in the process is sealing the whole thing. I didn't end up filming every single coat of sealant that I put on, as it, much like sanding, gets a little repetitive, but here's a couple shots of applying the final coat of varnish to it. the final product. Thanks for watching, and guess I'm supposed to ask you to like and subscribe if you liked the video.